Nico!
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another Tekken 8 video, and if you're new to the channel, my name's Nico, and this is Nico's World. Today we're going to go over the Tekken 8 patch notes that just dropped and see what the new changes are. It's in, I'll tell you right now, it's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to go over all of it, but we're going to go through most of it, or at least try to. But I can leave a link in the description if you'd like to view them yourself. But just to preface the video, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to you guys for the lack of uploads lately. I've just been really busy, and I've been taking a break from Tekken for a little bit because the more and more I play the game, the more I kind of get just irritated by a lot of the ways, or a lot of the things that are in the game right now. Just the current state of the game is just making me just not want to play it. It's just not fun. But that's besides the point. Today we're gonna go over the patch notes. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these up right now. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. New items, detection shop, cool. Hopefully we get the Lars avatar skin. Been waiting on that. Dangerous grabber pack. Customization. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Improve the practice mode by temporarily saving the settings for punishment training. Okay, I guess that's nice. Just change of life. Okay. I seen these notes earlier on Twitter. Yeah, it's just talking about the characters that they're gonna buff, which is Kazuya, Paul, and Raven. Which is I don't know why they're buffing Paul. And I don't think Kazuya needs buffs either. But I mean, Raven, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody needs buffs in particular, but whatever. We're gonna move on. Okay, some changes to parries. They said they're gonna change the phrasing of it to make it a little bit more understandable, I guess. Okay, they're making some characters' attacks or throws floor break. If I'm reading that correctly. Okay. And then I believe that they're nerfing the damage of the stage interaction, so like the wall breaks and all that stuff, which is good. I think they did do too much damage. Yeah, they're changing that. Okay. Stage gimmicks. Okay. So this one, they made a lot of changes to heat burst. So from what I'm seeing is that they made heat burst steppable, which is nice. That's not bad. And you can counter heat burst with your own power crushes or parries now. Okay. Ooh, it doesn't cause KOs anymore. That's interesting. That's an interesting change. That's fine though. Reduce the distance to the opponent on hit. Change the opponent's behavior on block, reduces it. Oh, okay, so they just nerfed the pushback, that's fine too. That's fine. That's good. I like these changes to the heat burst. Those are good changes. A lot of these other things that they're saying with heat dash is kind of it's a little confusing. Yeah, I feel like I have to see it in play, but collision detection of the opponent just when an attack hits, the heat dash is performed with a wall. Opponent's right side. There were cases that become difficult to follow up attacks. Issue. I guess that's good. Okay. Some heating gauges only allow follow-up attacks on a downed opponent when hit on the ground and followed by a heat dash. The following changes have been made to knock down behavior that occurs in this situation. Made it possible to perform a side keme. As a result, some follow-up attacks. Additional damage scaling has been applied on top of original damage scaling for certain moves where allowing a side to prevent follow-up attacks in the opponent's behavior. Okay. Still connect. Moves for the opponent's behaviors on his Devil Jin's back 3. 3+4. And oh, Lars, including the powered up versions occurring when including the 111. Oh. Some heating gauges only allow follow-up attacks on a downed opponent. and made it possible to perform some follow-up attacks. So it made it oh, so he has to do a faster attack than his down 1+2. I might be reading that wrong. I don't know. I have to see it in game. Okay. Normal throws are now treated as homing attacks. Their tracking performance remains unchanged. That sucks. The tracking performance of command throws have been reduced. This change has introduced the possibility of sidestepping to avoid command throws. Only command throws are command throws treated as homing attacks. I wish they just got rid of it entirely, homing throws, but it seems like they just hit command throws, but normal throws will still be homing. Fuck. Okay, they messed with the damage scaling of throws that can have follow-ups and stage gimmicks, which is nice. Building wall stagger, blah blah blah. Okay. What? Yeah, this is a lot of information. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the patch notes in the description. Oh, they changed voice character lines or something, voice effects. Okay, but yeah, I didn't even get to the characters yet, and this video is gonna be long if I don't get to them. At least there's a lot of stuff, guys. So I'm gonna move on to the characters now. Okay, so some changes to Lisa. They made her rage art hitbox bigger, I guess. That's whatever. Reduced the opponent's. I guess they reduced the pushback in one of her attacks. Reduced by 1 frame, changing the text. Okay. I mean, I don't play Elisa, so I don't know. Or really care too much about this character, to be honest. Reduced the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 1 frame. So they made it -9 instead of -8, which is not that big of a freaking deal. The attack duration has been reduced by 4 frames. Okay. The timing during which jump is status is reduced damage. Okay, little changes. It's not that big a deal. She's still gonna be annoying. Okay, so Asuka, they buffed her again. The hitbox has been expanded. Okay, they just made the hitbox on her rage art the same as Elisa, whatever. Okay, final attack can now be delayed. I don't play Asuka, so I don't know these attacks, but just know that kick that she has in that string can be delayed now. Don't know if it's a counter hit launcher, counter hit property, or whatever, but okay. This is a collision with the opponent to make it easier to hit. Forward 3. Oh, that's her unblockable kick that she does when she knocks you down. They like to do that when they knock you down. Forward 2 changes. I don't know. Prefer just that there was something that did the arrows pointing up, so I guess it's a buff. I guess they made the combo variety better or something like that. I don't know. 4 2 recovery time reduced by 4 frames, resulting in the changes from the frame advantage of -9 to -12 on block, and from -3 to +1 on hit. Her 4-4-2. So I guess it's unsafe on block, but +1 on hit. I guess that's a buff and a nerf at the same time, I guess. Tornado is now triggered upon airborne hit. Issue with the move from immediately. The activation of heat or heat dash has been fixed. Cool. I mean, I don't really care about Asuka either, so cool. Good for her, I guess. Alright, Asuzena. She got a shit ton of changes, man. What the fuck? During Rage Art, they made her hitbox. Are they doing this to everybody? They're making their Rage Arts with bigger hitboxes. Fixed an issue where the move would transition into Liberator even when hitting airborne opponent. Second hit cannot be delayed. Yeah, I don't play Asuzena, but all I know is that they, I don't see her as often, to be honest. The behavior opponent. I mean, I played her. I messed with her a little bit, not like that. Changed the damage from 11 to 14. Okay, damage buff, cool. Changed the damage from 20 to 17. That's her counter hit, high crushing, high punch. I think that is. So they're nerfing the damage on that. Okay, cool. Ooh, they're nerfing her high power crush heat engager. Yes, please. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block. Okay, so reduce the pushback, reduce the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 1 frame when the move is blocked. Okay, so it's more minus now. Should just be unsafe, in my opinion. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced, so it doesn't track as much. The attack, hitbox, and interaction has been reduced. So the hitbox, I guess, changes 1 and 2 do not apply. I guess, okay, cool. And Power Crush heat engagers, like I said before, guys, I think they should all just be unsafe or just should not be in the game, period. But that's just me. New command. Transitioning into liberatory hopping turn is now possible from a crouching state. Okay, so that's a new command she has. She got a new move? Transitioning into a facing backward state from the second hit of Grande combo is now possible. So she can do something else now? Okay. Down to 3. That the following changes just the starter frame, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, so she got a shit ton of changes, and the majority of them, from what I see, are buffs. The damage buffs, chip damage, and attack deals chip damage. Recovery time reduced by 3 frames. This is a lot, man. Just for they went to town on her in this update. It's all over the place. Fixed an issue where evasive actions against low attacks would occur even. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah. It's a lot of shit. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Just in the sake of time, I'm just gonna move on from this character because if you want to look at it yourself, I'll leave it in the description. Okay, Brian. Rage Art again. I think they're doing that for everybody. The damage of the first hit when performed as a subsequent attack from taunt has been changed. So a damage buff for his taunt attack. Hitbox the first hit. Okay, so a damage buff. Opponent behavior on counter hit has been changed. Stability of combos. Okay. Damage scaling has been removed. Okay. So no damage scaling for that attack. Change the opponent's behavior on block, reducing the distance to the opponent. Reduce the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 3 frames when the move is blocked, resulting in a change from advantage. Reduce the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 3 frames when the move is blocked, resulting in a change from a frame advantage of -6 to -9. Oh, I thought that said +9. I was about to say. The hitbox has been expanded upward, alleviating instances where there's changes. Okay. Sure. The hitbox has been expanded, alleviating instances where the attack would miss in certain situations. Okay. Hitbox expansion. Hitbox expansion. Okay, so he just got like changes of life buffs, life change buffs, kind of hit buff stability of combos. So like I guess it's not really mind-boggling stuff, but it's there. Okay, Claudio. I don't really know. Oops, I hit my mic. I don't really know or play Claudio like that. Well, I know some things, but down for 1, 2. Expanded the hitbox, so it's more consistent, I guess. That's just change of life. Yeah. Change the opponent's behavior on aerial hit to strong aerial tail spin to increase the variety of aerial combos. Okay, so he gets more variety in combos, I guess. Recovery time has been active decreased by 2 frames. Reduce the recovery time inflicted the opponent by 2 frames when the move is blocked. Okay. Adjusted the collision detection between the wall and the character to alleviate issue where combos lack stability when near the wall. Expanded it, blah, blah. Yeah, this is just. I mean, I don't know. I don't play Claudio, so. But these are just changes to him, some change of life stuff. So moving on. Okay, Devil Jin. Hitbox, blah blah blah. Hitbox expansion. Collision and attack hitbox. It's a lot of hitbox stuff. Reduced the tracking ability, or no, the tracking ability of second has been enhanced on hit or on block. Okay, so increased tracking on is 1+2. The collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted to mitigate the issue of whiffing when used as a follow-up attack near the wall. Collision detection, hitbox, yeah, it's just hitbox stuff. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block. Oh, his 442, yes, that's a good change. That's a good change. His 442, I hope they did that for Jin too. His 442 had pushback, a good amount of pushback. It shouldn't. That's dumb. The tracking capability of second has been enhanced when landing the first hit, mitigating the... Okay. Morning Crow 2, reduced the tracking ability. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, Dragunov. I hate this character. The hitbox of the first hit has been expanded downwards, leaving instances of whiffing for certain moves. The tracking ability of the second has been adjusted to prevent it from tracking opponents who sidestep the first hit. Cool. Nerf tracking, always great. Due to the impact of blah blah, version 1.04, become prone to whiffing and aerial combos. The behavior during aerial combos been okay, cool. The hitbox has been expanded downward. Hitbox changes. The recovery time increased by 3 frames. Okay, so the attack has been nerfed. Less frame advantage across the board for that move. Quarter circle forward 3. Expand the hitbox. Yep, just hitbox stuff again. All right, moving on. Okay, Eddie. Eddie got a shit ton of changes, man. Attack hitbox has been expanded. Cool. Expand the hitbox, alleviating situation where certain attacks would whiff. Okay. Adjustments to this attack. Recovery time has been decreased by 1 frame. The advantage on block has been changed from -13 to -12. So a move is... I mean, bro, it's still -12. I don't understand when they change frames like that. Like, with, like, in that, like, degree of frames. I don't... It's whatever. Decrease the recovery time. Affected on him. Okay, cool. Alleviated an issue where the positional relationship with what? The opponent becomes different than intended when used near the wall. The tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced. Okay, the tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing on the first hit. Okay, cool. Increase the recovery time by 1 frame. When the move is blocked, resulting in change from a frame -14 to -15. Okay, so that's just more unsafe. So that's launch punishable for some characters. That's a nerf. Change the opponent's behavior on block, reducing the distance. Oh, I know. I think that's his. That's that 2 kicks. I think it's a heat engager, right? Oh wait. Oh, it's his power crush heat engager. Okay. Okay, so from what I'm seeing with characters, with the route they're taking with characters with power crush heat engagers, they're reducing the pushback, and they're just making it like -9. So still stupid though. It's still stupid. It should still be unsafe. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if it's a high. It should still be unsafe. You should not be, in my opinion, you should not get such a crazy reward for deciding to just power through somebody's offense who is checking you, who's trying to keep you in check. I think that's stupid, but whatever. Okay, increase the recovery time by 1 frame only when the move is blocked, resulting in a change from -13 to -14. I think that's that move where he's like running at you and he kicks at your feet. I believe. I don't know Eddie like that, so I think it's that. That's what it is. So they just made it -14 or -13 to -14. It's fine. Collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted to mitigate the issue of whiffing when used as punishment after crouching to evade opponent's attack. Oh, okay. So they just made this attack more consistent if you like crouch and you like duck a high and you use the punish. They just made that a little bit more. They adjusted the collision detection. So yeah, the collision detection for this attack has been expanded downwards to make it harder to jump over the opponent. You could jump over him during naked. You could jump over? I didn't know you could do that. During that. I mean, people be finding shit sometimes. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, Feng Wei. Feng Wei has been just like he's just been one of the best characters in the game since the dawn of time. He's been just #1 for forever. So I hope we see nerfs and like good nerfs. Hitbox, oh, that's a rage, right? They're doing that to everybody. Tracking ability second has been enhanced on hit or block. Check heat. Okay. 3-3. Change the damage from 18 to 10. Okay, that's a sizable damage nerf. Excuse me. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. The attack hitbox in the horizontal direction has been reduced. Change the opponent's behavior on block, reducing the distance to the opponent. Oh, this is the high power crush heat engager. Okay. Tracking reduced. Hitbox reduced. Change the behavior on block, reducing the... Okay, yeah. Yeah, so basically that's what I said earlier. They're just changing the hitbox, reducing the tracking, and they're reducing the pushback across the board for high power crush heat engagers, I believe. So that's cool, I guess. Still not enough in my opinion, but back to 3. Change the damage from the first effect 15 to 13. So this is a damage nerf. Okay. Back 3. Expanded the hitbox, alleviating situation where certain attacks would whiff. Okay. The collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted to mitigate the issue of some opponents' punishments whiffing after this move is blocked. 1-2-1. While rising 1-2-1. Okay. Okay. The opponent's behavior on counter has been changed after follow. Oh, I missed one. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block. Okay. I don't know Feng's moves. Like, not that I don't know his moves. I just don't know the annotation, like the buttons, like what that specific attack is. You know what I mean? So, but like if I see it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that move, that's annoying. Oh yeah, that move, that's annoying. But for the most part, I'm seeing nerfs. For the most part, like damage nerfs, tracking nerfs, some tracking nerfs. Opponent's behavior when heat dash on hit has been changed. Opponent or aerial combos are no longer possible on only follow-up attacks are on a downed opponent are allowed. Change the damage from 23 to 27. Okay, back facing. Okay, fixing issues to. Okay, so mostly just damage nerfs, some tracking stuff, power crush heat engagers. Yeah. Is he still gonna be fucking S tier? Yeah. Okay, Huarang. Don't you just love Huarang so much? Let's see. Since the second hit is also considered part of the power crush, it has been fixed so that, like the first hit, it is not possible to escape throws if the opponent throw connects to him. Blah, increase the recovery of him. As a result, the framing disadvantage on block has been changed from -12 to -14. His down forward 3, 4. Is that power crush move that he does? It's a power crush, right? Yeah. Oh, they made that back to -14. Ooh, if it's the move I'm thinking it is, that's so nice. That's gonna be nice. That's nice because it used to be. If it's what I'm thinking it is, it used to be -12. But if now it's -14, I can launch his bitch ass for that. Nice. During right stance and during left flamingo, reduce the input window for the second hit by 1 frame. If the player inputs second hit, blah, 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 damage of second hit, attack change from 10 to 13. So, second hit whiffs. Okay. I'm not too. I mean, I know I mess with him a little bit, but not like that. But, yeah, sure. Fix an issue where immediately after this move hit, the opponent could not sidestep towards the foreground. Oh, okay. So you can, if you get hit by that, his down back 4, you can sidestep towards the screen. I guess that's always nice. Movement, it's always nice. The forward movement, the first hit has been increased to extend the reach of the attack. So longer reach. The hitbox of the first hit has been expanded downward, leaving instances of okay. So bigger hitbox and more reach. the first hit has been, yeah, so more reach, more range on his while rising 2-3. I think that's his 15 frame while standing launcher, I believe. Sure. So a damage buff on his while rising 3. The damage when hitting an airborne opponent has been corrected from 15 to 22. So damage buff. This adjustment has been made considering that compared to other characters, the damage from the punishment when granting low attacks was slightly lacking. Okay, so they want his low blocking punishment attacks to do more damage from what I'm seeing. Cortical forward 3. Fix an issue where the move was incorrectly set as immune to attack reversals. Okay, so now it's not. Time with opponent as a parry. The tracking capability after a successful parry has been enhanced. Cool. The input window has been adjusted to mitigate the occurrence of unintended dashes. Oh, so they changed the input window on that. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, Jack. They buffed him in the last update. I don't know why. This fool needs nerfs. If the hitbox is, yeah, sure. If the attack does not hit, the recovery time has been reduced by 5 frames. Okay, so if he whiffs that attack, it's reduced by 5 frames. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block. Okay, so less pushback. It does more damage. Recoverable damage regardless of distance. This move cannot cause KO. The change the jump status from 9 to 21 frames to it changed it from 9 to 21 frames to 9 to 23 frames to prevent hit by low attacks before the attack start up. His up forward 3. I don't even know what that move is, to be honest. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 1 frame, and the advantage on block has been changed from +3 to +4. So that's a buff. It's more plus now. The throw range has been extended, making it easier to grab a punch. Why? 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 Why do that? Why? Okay. The hitbox has been expanded, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. Okay, so expanded hitbox. They're doing that a lot. There's a lot of hitbox expansions. Hitbox is expanded down. Yeah, another hitbox change. Okay. No nerfs really in sight like that from what I'm seeing. Okay, Jin. So let's see what they changed for Jin. The tracking ability of the third hit has been adjusted to prevent it from tracking opponents who sidestep the first hit. The hitbox's third hit has been reduced. His heat smash. Okay. They nerfed the tracking on his heat smash where he like kicks you, because he has 2 heat smashes. He has the one where he like kicks you in the air and one where he kicks you across the stage. So they nerfed the tracking on that, which is fine. I did notice that it did hit when it shouldn't have, so that's fine. That's fine. Shouldn't have done that in the first place. When the attack is blocked, both the player and the opponent's recovery time has been increased by 3 frames. This change aims to increase the window for confirming the situation, making it easier to execute punishes. Oh, so this is his up 1, right? Yeah. So they made it easier to punish, I believe. Yeah, that's fine. 442. Reduce the attack hitbox to mitigate the issue of attacks landing in a way that does not visually. Yes, that's a good change. That shit had like his Jin's 442 would hit you when it looked like it didn't even hit you. So that is absolutely, yes, that's good. And reduce the distance on the opponent. Yep, that's what I said before for Devil Jin. They reduced the pushback on it. Good. Now it makes it a little bit less of a scrubby move, because a lot of Jin players, they do 442 and they would automatically go into stance and then do up 1. I'm like, no, that's not, you shouldn't be doing that. Let's see. And then adjusted the collision detection with the opponent, make it more difficult to slip under a floating opponent by extending its collision upward. Huh? Adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to make it more difficult to slip under. Oh, I think that means, wait. The collision detect. I don't know. The wording, man. Okay, whatever. Decrease the distance from the opponent on first attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing mid combo. So sometimes his heat burst would whiff in a combo, I guess. I guess that's what they're talking about. So I guess that's a good change. But I like the 404 too, and I like the up 1 change. Those are both good changes. And the heat smash nerf tracking is fine too. That's good. All of these are good nerfs for him. The only nerf that they're missing is his down 2 because it shouldn't counter hit launch. But other than that, for the most part, it's good. But I'm pretty sure that low might get hit later on. So June got a shit ton of changes. I am not going to go through all of this, but I kind of skimmed through it. In short, she got some damage changes, some damage buffs here and there, and some damage nerfs. They kind of was talking about her health, and they made it to where some of it doesn't take as much as it used to. And when she's in heat, it takes, like, some of the moves that would take her health away, it's like half that now when she's in heat. So some damage changes, some health consumption changes, some frame changes. There's some damage scaling changes on her low, where she like grabs at your feet. I think that's what that move is. Her while crouching down forward 2, I believe. Yeah, so some stuff, but if you want, again, look, I'll leave the link in the description. But these changes are massive. They're just a long list of stuff, but I'm not. It's for the sake of time, like I said, I'm not gonna get completely, entirely deep into it. There's still more characters to go, so we're gonna move on. Okay, Kazuya, and Kazuya did not need nerfs or buffs. I don't care what anybody says. He is not weak. I don't know why I've seen so many people saying Kazuya's weak. No, he's not. He has good stuff. I've seen a bunch of people saying this. Kazuya is not weak. He did not need buffs, but we're gonna just see what he got anyway. Change the damage from his heat burst as a result. During heat. Oh no, not my fault. Not his heat burst. His heat smash. Change the damage from 12 to 9 as a result of total damage when hitting on the ground. Okay, so nerf damage. Decrease the distance from the opponent on the first attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing mid-combo. So combo stability, sure, cool. During devil form, consumption of remaining heat time has been changed from... Okay, so they reduced the heat consumption during devil form on one of his attacks. We added a reversal break effect. This makes the attack effective against common attack reversals, parries, and power crushes. I don't know what that means, to be honest. During devil form, while rising, new move, Roar of the Devil. During devil form, can now also be executed from a while rising position. I don't know what that is. His down forward 1. What is that? Down forward 1-4? Oh yeah, his down forward 1-4. Improve the effectiveness by increasing the return to first startup moves that can be used. Punishes. Increase. The following adjustments have been made. The downward hitbox size of the first attack has been increased, primarily to stabilize behavior when used in aerial combos. Okay. Behavior opponent on the second attack has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks. The behavior of the opponent on block has been changed, and the frame advantage has been changed from -3 to -11. What? Okay. Considering the increased return on hit, adjustments have been made to increase the risk when blocked. Okay. Sure. Down forward 1, down forward 2. Okay. This move is good. I don't know why this move is good. They buffed the hell out of his down forward 1 series, because in Tekken 7 it used to be unsafe. Now both options are safe to some extent, so that's already, what he got in Tekken 8. That was already good. Tracking ability of the second attack has been enhanced only on hit of the first attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through during wall combos. Fixing an issue where the second hit would not occur when the input was performed. Just collision detection of second hit. So they made it more stable, I guess. Size of the attack hitbox was adjusted to mitigate the issue of hitting opponents who are not directly in front. The adjustment sometimes cause whiffing when used in aerial combos. Therefore, the attack hitbox has been readjusted and expanded downward. Okay. Cool. I have to see this in game to kind of see exactly what it looks like, but they did mention, you know, that they were going to buff him, so which is fine. I don't think that he needed them, but you know, Kazuya mains have been crying about it for a while, and they got him. So, but as I said before, I don't think it's a matter of Kazuya being weak against everyone else. I think it's that other characters were too strong, and it made him seem weak in comparison. But did I think that Kazuya needed buffs? No. But we're gonna move on. Okay, King is another character that got a massive amount of stuff or changes. I'm not going to go through all of it, as I said before, just for the sake of time, because we're already pretty deep. So, let's see here. From dash state, now allows for beast step. The crouch status has been removed, considering the significant increase in mobility. Okay, sure. So, okay, let's see. During the opponent's recovery time the opponent's recovery time has been reduced by 6 frames. This change was made considering the damage was too high when including the follow-up attacks down to opponents. Relax the input window of 1+2 to make it easier to execute. I don't play King. I don't know these moves. I just know that King players, when they're running at me, they do the 1+2 grab when they try to knee you in the face, and then if they get you in that train grab, you have to guess for your fucking life. So, and they power crush every 5 seconds. So that's pretty much all I know from King players, or from what I don't really fight King players who really do anything else, to be honest. They're kind of all they pretty much all play the same, to be honest, from ones I've encountered, you know, your typical average online experience. But yeah, these are the King changes. As I said before, I'll leave them in the description, but I'm not going to go through all of these because there's just too much. Kuma and Panda, I don't care. Okay, let's see what my boy got. Alright, let's see. Rage Art, cool. The second hit, the hitbox of the second hit has been enlarged to mitigate the occurrence of whiffing midway through. The collision detection has been expanded downwards to make it harder to jump over the opponent when opponent blocks the attack near the wall. Oh, okay, I know what this is. So sometimes when you do Lars's heat smash, depending on like if their back was like at the wall in a certain type of way, he would like do the first attack, but then he would go over them and he would like land like behind them sometimes, or like in a weird position. So this is making sure that doesn't happen. So that's fine. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Down back 4. During silent entry. What? Expanded the hurt box. Oh, that's a nerf. That's a nerf. They made it, they nerfed. I mean, that's fine, but they nerfed the evasion on his up forward 3+4, his down back 4, and his silent entry 2. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm really not tripping about it too much. That's fine. Like I said, I'm still gonna play this character no matter what. No problem for me. But that his up forward 3+4, that did have some crazy. That did have not crazy evasion, but it did have weird evasion that it probably shouldn't have as much. So that's fine. Silent entry 2, that kind of sucks a little bit, but whatever. The hitbox has been adjusted to alleviate instances of hitting targets from areas other than the front. Oh, the hitbox has been adjusted to alleviate. Okay, cool. So not that much changes, which is fine. We'll see with time. What else happens. Okay, guys. For the sake of time, like I said before, I'm not gonna go through every single character. It's just too much. I'm gonna go over a couple more characters though that I did really want to see. Go ahead and move on to those characters. I'm sorry I can't get to everybody. It's too much, and for the sake of time, I want to kind of chop this up a little bit faster. So let's look at these characters. Okay, so Victor, in my opinion, is easily the most brain dead character in the game. So I'm hoping they make changes to where it actually requires the person to think a little bit, because he gets away with way too much in this game. So let's see what they did. Forward 3-2 by inputting it is now impossible to transition into. Okay, so he can transition into stance from that attack. That's a cool change. Added punch parry effect from 5 to 10 frames from his forward 3. He had a punch parry? I didn't know he had that. Oh, my bad. Added a punch parry. Oh, that kind of no. Oh, it's not forward. That my bad. That wasn't forward 3 up there. It was forward 4-2. This is forward 3. As it has been designed as a parry, it can no longer escape throws if grabbed during the move animation. Okay, so they added a punch parry to his forward 3. His down forward 1-2. The distance from the opponent has been reduced when the first hit connects in order to alleviate whiffing midway. Okay, so they just made sure that it doesn't whiff as much as it did. I didn't really notice it doing that in the first place, but cool. His down forward 2 to make it easier for the opponent to counterattack when the move is blocked or whiffs. The following changes have been made. Increase the recovery time by 3 frames on block and whiff. Increase the... Okay, so they just made his down forward 2 easier to punish. That's fine. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Quarter circle forward 2 is down back or down forward was that 4-2, and then his 2-2-2. Okay, so they just made the hurt box bigger. Back 1-2, the distance from the opponent has been reduced when the first hit connects in order to alleviate whiffing midway. Okay, made it less likely to whiff. Back 2, reduced recovery time, reduced the time frames, blah blah, combo damage scaling, so they made it hurt more. Previously it moves dealt 0 damage on hit, but now deals damage that can cannot be caused to KO. Okay, so it's made that move better. 4-1+2, that's his heat engager, his power crush heat engager, one of the most brain dead heat engagers in the game. Tracking ability against sidestep reduced, good. Forward movement has been reduced, good. And shorter reach, so the range is reduced, good. The adjusted startup frames from 15 to 6, good. That's a good change. 19 to 20 frames, so they made it slower. It was way too fast for what it did. It's still dumb, but it's slower now. Reduce the attack hitbox in horizontal direction, so the hitbox is lessened. So that's good. Okay. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Change. Oh yes. Yes, that's his expulsion shit. Yes, they nerfed his tracking on that. That move was so dumb. I'm so glad they did that. That was his heat option. You know, all of the victors do it. Activate heat, jump in the fucking air, and slash at the ground. They nerfed the tracking on that, so you could actually step it now. Thank God. That's such a dumb move that you couldn't step. It was stupid. There was no counter. There was very little counterplay to that move. During heat. Oh, they talk about it too. It takes more heat consumption now too. The tracking ability against side steps of the first attack. Yes, the damage, the reduced damage. Yes, just the tracking performance of the move, so that the second hit attack is less likely to connect when the first attack is evaded. Good. Less likely to connect when the box. Just make it easier to evade their side steps. Yes. So they want you. Thank you, man. Finally, yes, that was so stupid that you couldn't do anything about that attack. It was so dumb. It's 4-4-2. The distance from the opponent on. Oh, these are all good. So far, these are good. 4-4-2. They reduced the distance from the opponent on block. So that attack is his 4-4-2. It is a super long range mid launcher. And oh wait. Yeah, right? Am I thinking it's the right move? Or is it the other move? Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's the move. It's -16 on block, but that shit was not the easiest thing to punish because of the pushback. And depending on the range he would do it from, he could potentially make that safe. So they're making that so that's less likely to happen. Thank God. That move was stupid that you couldn't... Some characters could not do anything about that. His 4-4... Oh, his while running too. That's the shit where he runs at you, he's like, good dice, like that shit. That's what they do with that. Wait, where is it? By inputting, it is now possible to transition into, oh, they made that better, because he can go into stance after it now, after it's blocked. That kind of sucks. The frame advantage on block is +5 now. When he goes on hit or on block. Oh, when he transitions into stance, or just in general? Hold on, let me look. They talk about it more. They nerfed the damage on that attack, adjusted the startup frames from 16 to so it's slower now. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Whatever that means. Decreased the recovery time inflicted on the opponent by 3 frames when the move is blocked. Oh, so there's less. Oh, so there's less frame advantage if he doesn't go into stance, but if he does go into stance, it's +5, if I'm understanding that correctly. So they're making you not want to spam it so much as they would do it so much in the game currently. Like victors would do that over and over and over again in your face. So now they're making it to where it's less frames, but it's like you get more frames if you go into stance afterwards. If I'm understanding this correctly, which is better, because that makes it a little bit less spammable, as they would like to do that. This change was made considering that repeatedly using the move on hit or on block was a powerful play. Yeah, literally what I just said. The block was powerful playstyle that overshadowed the use of other moves, given that then to increase combo damage. And yeah, literally what I just said. So yeah, they made it to where he can't. They made it less favorable to just keep spamming that shit in your face. So that's nice. And then they made some changes to his stances, but I'm not gonna get into all that. But those moves I definitely wanted to know about. I wanted to know about the up 1+2, his power crush heat engager, and his wild running 2. And these all seem like decent changes for the most part. It makes him a little bit less brain dead, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit less brain dead. So these are all good changes that I'm seeing so far. But I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty of the stances and all that other stuff. Okay, yeah, so here's some of the Paul changes. It's a lot, but I mean, he was buffed, so I might, and also Raven as well, so I'm not gonna really get too much into those characters, to be honest. Just know that they were buffed. But yeah, those are gonna be the Tekken 8 patch notes are soon to come. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't get into everybody, but it's just for the sake of time, because this video is already going to be super long. I was trying to avoid that as much as possible, but it's just a lot of information, a lot of notes, a lot of stuff to go over. I'll leave the link or the page in the description for you to see for yourself. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for your patience. And yeah, expect more from me, and I do have some projects cooking, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.